Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome to Morning Mindset with Ty. So happy that you decided to join me this morning. Wow, I see the tribe in here. What's up, tribe? And my girl Kim is joining today. Kim, I'm going to grab my coffee, but I'm going to bring you in. My coffee is brewing. I'm so excited to have you. Let's see, getting this coffee. Kim!
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so happy to see you.
Hi. It's so great to see you. You look so perky in the morning. I just gotta hand it to you.
Girl, not at all. I must tell you, I was saying to someone, like, I am a slow waker upper, like it looks like, which is why before I do these, I have to come on hecka early because I'm putting my Glow Luminous Facial Serum on.
I know. I love your Glow Luminous Facial Serum.
But I wake up, I wake up super slow in the morning.
You do?
Yeah, so which is why, like, when I do morning mindset during the week, now I'm doing them at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I have to be up by like 4:45 or 5
Oh my
because
gosh.
yeah, because I'm like, I ease into the morning. Like, I wake up, I say my prayers, I, stretch, I get on my knees, and I'm kind of like a ease into it. How do you wake up in the morning? Are
I
you?
love to hear that, and that's so inspiring to me because I'm not a good waker-upper. Like I
Yeah,
tend to lie in bed as long as I possibly can and then hit the ground running, which I know I'm not supposed to do. But
yeah,
with kids, as soon as I get up, it's like we need to get breakfast going, we need to get school going, we need to
yeah.
and so it's hard for me to decompress until those things are checked off and everyone's good. That's what I've been learning and thinking about myself lately is I'm such a caregiver, and especially in the last year, I've fallen into that pattern to everyone's detriment.
Yeah, yeah,
Like they don't need me to be taking care of them as much as I'm taking care of them.
yeah, yeah.
So I need to take your example. But
Well,
I
but I
have to
think,
say, yeah,
but
go
I think
ahead.
it's different for everyone. I think I mean, like,
Yeah.
I realize that my life right now, without having a family or children, it's a bit of a luxury to approach the day the way that I do. And so, what's interesting with Morning Mindset, which has really just grown, like we typically have about 140 people live in it
Yeah.
most days, and it's just been really inspiring. But there is a group of morning mindsetters, the 5 a.m.ers, I'm shouting you out right now, who get up
Yes.
earlier and they have like their journaling experience before they come. But my whole thing is like, do whatever works for you. But I just feel like it's so super important for women, especially, but everyone to create space for themselves. So even if that is you taking care of the kids first, be intentional about like after that, these are my 35 minutes. These are my 40 minutes. This is my
Yeah,
20 minutes. This is my 15 minutes for me to get my mind right.
for sure.
Um, and, as people of faith, like without me centering my day in my spirit and in my faith and anchoring me, I feel the difference. Like on
Yeah.
the days that I'm on vacation and hungover because I did too much the night before, I'm just saying, like I wake up the next morning, I'm like, what did I do? What
Yeah.
did I do? But so
Yeah.
tell me about your morning practice now. Like, what is it?
Well, first I want to say, because you've been talking about morning mindset, I am so inspired by what you're doing. I love watching these. I have only watched a few, but I can tell that the community you're creating is so impactful for
Mm,
the people in the community. I mean, it's just been really beautiful to watch and to watch your dedication to it, and the practice of working together with everybody, inspiring people, helping people out, the tears, the laughter, it's just really awesome. And I just think it's so valuable. And I commend you all for doing it. And I know it's no joke. It's not like a easy thing to be getting up and doing a live at 5:30 a.m. But
mm.
it's been really beautiful to watch, and so thank you for doing that, and thank you to the community that's a part of it. It's just really awesome.
So everyone, because I believe Shell was going to join me today, but I reached out to my dear sister Kim. So this is Kim Paisley, who,
Hi.
well, you have your tribe members in here too, but this is also my tribe. So I want to welcome all of you I want to welcome Kim's tribe. I want to welcome the Morning Mindset tribe. You see they're commenting. They're like, they're just, and they connect with each other, which is the powerful thing. So the community that has been developed, and I say, this is not about me. This is about like really how we expand ourselves and elevate ourselves and ground ourselves and create a community of faith and source. Shells is the one that was going to join today. I think Shells, you're on for Monday now, so thank you so much. Her brother went to my high school, so they're saying that that your brother went to my friend Dorian's high school. I see there. So they're this community, and they show up every single day. It's insane, Kim. They show up every single day.
No, and
People
so do you.
Well, I mean, thank you, but people have bought the book, and the text messages and DMs that I've gotten, I don't know if you heard me say this because I don't know if you watched this one episode, but actually it came from Shells. She wrote that she had never been a person of believing in God and going to church and that sort of thing. She said, but she feels the presence of God in this community. And that was so powerful for me. And then there have been other people that have just been like, I was literally at my wits and didn't have connection. And I don't necessarily, I mean, I definitely feel like God is using me in this space, and I'm grateful for that. But what we're doing is just reflecting on words and light and going deeper to really understand who we want to be and who we're choosing to be. Because at the end of the day, it's like, it's how we choose to be. We talk like this all the time, So the name of the book, Rhonda, Shakora, I believe you're in. Will you pin the name of the book and pin that I am live with Kimberly Paisley Williams? That would be great. So that way that is there.
How did you find this book, Ty?
So Emil, one of my best friends, gifted it to me for Christmas 2012. And I literally, this is not the original book. The original book I left somewhere and I'm waiting for it to be sent back to me. But I literally take it with me around the world. I read it every day, even though I have it downloaded as well. There's just something about holding the book, and I've gifted it to so many people. And people of all walks of life. But what's interesting is the book was written in 2000 by Iyanla. And I'll be perfectly honest, like, I wasn't the biggest Iyanla fan, like in terms of, I appreciated her for, her voice, her wisdom and all that. But I think style-wise, it wasn't something that I was necessarily drawn to. But the words in this book resonate so deeply with my spirit. And every single day, I just find that I'm learning and growing as a result of this. Good morning, Dee. Good morning, Shelly Lanice. Good morning, Lisa.
Do you know her?
All of these people that I'm saying, these are
no. Do you know the author of the book?
Oh, do I know Iyanla? Yes, I've met her a couple times, and I actually just did a clubhouse with her a couple weeks ago. Oh, great. Randomly. Yeah, I did a clubhouse with her. She Fern is saying she's Brad's wife. I follow him, love his music. Welcome, Kimberly. Yes, that is Brad's wife, but she is also one of my dear sister friends who we met through Share the Mic Now and developed a bond where we are literally committed to connecting regularly. And, you're just a gift. You're a gift. So thank you for saying yes.
Of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
No, thank you. Shakora, if you type it again, because I can't see it. So type it one more time and then I'll pin it. Good morning, growth coach. Lacey says she loves you, Kim. Shelly Lanice says, good morning, Fern. That's the other thing, Kim, like everyone, I love you too, Anishi. I'm going to go get my coffee. I'll be right back. You talk to the people, Kim. I'll be right back.
You gotta have coffee. I love Ty too, isn't she? Force.
We love you.
You on the wine already? No. This is a wine glass, in fact, and it does say buzzed on it. How cute is that? But I'm drinking water.
Oh, you're getting like not so early. Kim. So I'm in talks with. I'm trying to figure out my dates that I'm coming to Blackberry Mountain. So
fun.
Hopefully by that time we can at least do something socially distant. Because when I come, I definitely want to see you guys.
Yeah, we would love that. We're having huge thunderstorms today.
Yeah.
So I hope that doesn't interrupt us. But they started at like 5 a.m. So.
What time is it? What time is it there?
It's 10:42.
Okay, 10:42. It's 8:42 here, and so after this, I'm gonna go for a hike, which is why I have on my Ivy Park. After this, I'm gonna go be cute and hike these hills.
Love it.
So Kim, you tell me if you want to start reading. So today's date is
Yeah.
March 27th. You can open up and start, and then I can take the last two graphs,
Okay.
or whatever works. And then we'll just
Okay.
have a discussion. So for those of you who are new to Morning Mindset and coming on through Kim's page, Shakura, if you can just type who I'm with again and the book, that would be great. And then I'll pin it. But everyone, my tribe is like, good morning, Kimberly Williams Paisley. Good morning. So what we do here, I can't see your comment. Type it one more time. Sorry. What we do here is we read from Until Today with Iyanla Van Zant. This is a daily devotional book. We absorb the words, and then we have a quick conversation about what it means to us and how it enlightens us. And then we go about our merry day, and are full and amazing. And I thank my dear sister Kim for joining. So I'll let you start reading.
Okay. March 27th. I open my heart and mind to be aware. There are no points in the game of life. How I play determines if I win.
Mm.
The goal of a football player is to get the ball over the goal in order to score a touchdown. Oops, wait, hang on. I'm reading it off of your text. Here we go. The goal of a football player is to get the ball over the goal line in order to score a touchdown. The goal of a baseball player is to hit a home run in order to increase the team's score. The goal of a basketball player is to get the ball in the basket and increase the team's points. Each of these players is focused on the goal, clear about the rules, and prepared to win the game. This is not always true for those of us who are playing on the field of life.
Okay, that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal is not always clear. Our team is not always supportive. The points we make are not always counted. How do you win the game of life?
Mm.
The goal of life is not to win. It's to play the game with love. The rules of the game are: have a strong desire to win, believe that you're worthy of winning, have faith that you will win, and as long as you are alive, never believe that the game is over.
Mm.
Go for the love and have fun while you are doing it. There really are no points to count. The fact that you are here means that you have already won the most important race. Play the game believing you cannot lose. Play the game for the love of it.
Mm. The game of life is rigged in your favor. There are angels playing on your side. Learn how to cooperate with them. The team you were born into really doesn't matter, because there's only one coach for all teams in life. His name is God. He has been cited for his consistent winning record. Amen to that. Mm-hmm. Until today, you may have been working so hard to reach the goal line that you lose sight of the meaning of the game. Just for today, do not keep score. Remind yourself of the rules. Love what you are doing. Listen to your coach, because with him, you are assured victory. Today, I'm devoted to renewing my commitment to win the game of life. Powerful.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the book is Until Today by Iyanla Van Zant. It's in my bookstore on my page if you want to check it out. So Kim, tell me, what does this say to you? Like, what resonates with you? What jumps out to you in reading this?
Well, I think what I've been thinking a lot about is, as we're coming out of this year, I've been thinking a lot about inconvenience and discomfort, and the things that we get out of that. So as we come out of this year, I have this tendency to go to, like, well, what have I gotten out of this year? Like, what are my points, in other words? Mm-hmm. Am I in better shape? Am I more grounded? Am I a better cook? Am I closer to God? All those things, like, what goals have I achieved
Yep. Mm-hmm.
in this year? Because for a while there was that pressure that I felt like, well, you've got this year. What are you going to do with it? And so now I feel fearful sometimes, like, well, I don't know what I can count. I can't count them. I don't know if I've accomplished enough, if I've done enough, and in fact, no, I find, I'm micromanaging the people in my household, and I shouldn't be doing that, so I'm not in the shape that I want to be in. And, so this is helpful to just breathe, dial it back, and say, well, where's the love in my life? And you know, there's so much love in my life. And
And I think,
so many relationships that have been forged in the past year that I didn't have, including the one with you that I didn't have a year ago.
yeah.
Um, but it's just sort of reframing the goal.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that that's exactly what jumps out for me. It's also like the measurements, right? And so what is challenging for a lot of us in life is that it's not so directed like a game. I mean, she uses the analogy of football and basketball where it's like get the ball because we get to decide what our goals are. But so many of us create these goals based upon things that are fleeting
Right.
rather than those things that are kind of eternal, those things that are like you said, like love, able to connect with people, those things that actually have built real value and actually are the things that have the real goal, the real point, like the point earned. It's
Mm-hmm.
not about how many trips you take or how many homes you buy or how it's about the lives that you touch. So I think it's really about drilling down and getting clear about how you define winning in life. And
Yes.
what does winning in life look for you? And clearly for us, it's like the relationships, it's the love that we have, it's how we honor God, it's how we honor the people that we love. And that's what counts. And so many of us are attached to, and obviously during a time like this, when so many people have suffered loss during, this pandemic, you
Yes.
know, um, it also helps you to recenter yourself even in those losses. Right. So
Yes.
if you've lost a loved one, what is the real meaning of life and what's the goal in
Right.
life?
And what
Yeah.
is your goal? Yeah. Yeah. And so my goal is to love. My goal is also to grow closer to God, throughout my life. And the times when I felt closest to God are the times that have been the hardest in some
Yeah.
ways. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
a lot of times the hardest times are the times when you're really growing spiritually.
Yeah, yeah, and I just want to acknowledge and honor. There's a young woman that came in that said that you saved her life, Lacey. So we acknowledge you, Lacey, and send love to you. The Morning Mindset Tribe is over there, just sending her prayer hands and love.
Mm.
That she said that you saved her life, and so we're happy that you're here, Lacey. And that's it. Like, what are those measurements? What are the real values? What are the real values in life? And I totally feel like the pandemic and this season has forced us all to ask ourselves this question. And if you haven't, there's still time,
Yeah.
to be intentional, to figure out what is the lesson in all of this. And the other thing that I love, this point about the team you were born into really doesn't matter, because there's only one coach for all teams in life, and his name is God, or her name is
Mm-hmm.
God.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so important, because we have really kind of we've taken on a lot of different coaches
Yeah.
who actually don't even deserve to coach, who
Right.
aren't equipped to coach, and then we're trying to fulfill and satisfy what they tell us to do based upon what their values are, what their goals are, what their prescriptions are. And really the ultimate coach is God. And so, like, if we put that first and we align there, then the coaches or the assistant coaches that we find here on earth should be actually answering to the same coach.
And it'll be
Yeah,
easier to discern who is for your best interest and who isn't. It's so easy to figure it out when you're clear.
yeah, yeah. What else have you kind of like gleaned during this time of COVID spiritually, and even emotionally? Because I know we had been struggling. Sine, you did miss the reading, but obviously this will live on, excuse me, on my IGTV page, so you can go back. But I'm always connecting with the people there. We're reading from Until Today with Ilyana Benzant, so you can check that out. But what have you gleaned during this time?
I I think throughout it's been about leaning into the discomfort, that there is such benefit in everything that's happening spiritually.
Mm,
It's uh, in the beginning it was so disorienting. And I miss people. I miss people so much. I'm a people person, so I've learned that I'm also an introvert, but I really need yeah, but I really need that connection, and so it felt very disorienting and uncomfortable to not have the normal freedom
Hmm.
to just go and be with people and to travel. I also love to travel. But then what happened was in the course of the year, I kind of got comfortable to the point where now I'm like a little bit afraid of going back to, going out and traveling and connecting with people. There's a little bit, I'm sure there's like walls up now that
Yeah.
weren't there before. So, you know, it's all a process.
Yeah.
How
I
about
think
for
that,
you?
I mean, I've learned so much about myself
Yeah.
during this time. Well, interestingly enough, I always knew that I could spend a long, extended time by myself.
Hmm.
But I also suffered a loss in the last couple of years with my grandmother, and you also know, I shared very transparently with you when I was transitioning, coming back out to LA. I was staying with a girlfriend, and I was there with her and her son for the first 2.5 months of COVID, unsure of whether or not I was going to stay here in LA. And then got, my place here in LA. And I think one of the things that I've learned um, is home is within,
Yeah.
because I was struggling for a while, obviously being transitionary, and also after losing my grandmother, I didn't really feel at home anywhere.
Hmm.
And I've had to go within to make this home inside myself.
Yeah.
And I've learned to do that, which is why I feel like I can be anywhere. Um, and I've also suffered loss during this time. Relationships have evolved, and being here in LA and away from my family, and I've
Yeah.
I've just really have had to find home within. But I also have I've developed like a real sense of compass and direction in terms of like how God wants to use me, and that's been super powerful for me, um,
Yeah.
because I always knew that I could be used in different ways, but now I'm super clear about how God wants to use me, and that's gold,
Hmm.
because similar to, it's like now I'm clear that God is my coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
were we were on the field together before. We were cool. Like no, but now I'm like clear. Okay, you want to direct some orders? Great, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel at home within. I really do.
Yeah.
I feel at
Yeah.
home within.
That's
Yeah.
so beautiful. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And so your biggest calling right now, do you think it's this morning mindset
No,
community?
so I feel like the calling is, and I talk about this with Morning Mindset Tribe, the calling is the purpose is, however, like, so I could fulfill my purpose standing on a street corner,
Hmm.
connecting with people and helping them to see the light
Right.
within them, because that's
Hmm.
the purpose of my life. So
Hmm.
whether or not I'm doing it on IG Live, or whether or not I'm doing it with one person here in my home, or with you and I can fulfill that. So I probably will never be the person. My business partner, like I said this the other day, she's like, "I think you're addicted to doing," and I, and it's probably true.
Yeah.
I'm a person that does the most. She was like, "You don't need not one more job," because we were talking about me possibly doing a talk show, and she's
Uh-huh.
like, "You don't need another job," and I'm like, "It's okay, I could do it."
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but so it's all the things. I think morning mindset is a part of it. I think
Yeah.
however I can help others see the light within themselves and lean into that light, I'm there.
Hmm.
So I think Brown Girl Jane enables us to do that. um, I think morning mindset enables us to do that. My production work enables me to do that. Me talking with friends and
Yeah.
connecting one-on-one with people enables me to do that. And I
Hmm.
just want to be used in that way.
Hmm.
How about you? How are you feeling like you're being called? And I know that, obviously with the pandemic, you've been working a lot still, though.
I have, but you know what's been so cool? Uh, to see God's hand in, I think, is Brad
Oof.
and I had this dream to do the store in Nashville like 5 years ago. Um, the store is a free grocery store that we just opened in Nashville, but we had the dream for 5 years, and it is no joke starting a nonprofit. I mean, it is hard work, and many hills and valleys on that road. We didn't know if it was actually going to happen. We just kept like being faithful to it. We have this
Hmm.
dream. We want to do this. We want to create a free store so people can go in and shop with dignity rather than getting a handout. It was a model we saw in Santa Barbara at Unity Shop, and we just loved it. And Brad said, we've got to do this in Nashville. We had no idea we would open, first of all, right before the tornadoes hit in Nashville. And immediately we're like, oh, well, look what we have. There's this resource right here. You know, we went into disaster relief. And then to open the year that there's a pandemic and food insecurity is skyrocketing all over the country, but, you know, also in Nashville. And then, you know, of course, like the bombing, like Nashville just keeps getting hit with stuff. And what a gift it was to be able to pour our energy and resources into something to help, you know?
It's even more than that, Kim. It's about God placing you exactly where you were meant to be. That's the other thing. So many of us are like caught up on trying to, you know, form our own direction about where we're supposed to be. I reconnected with a friend that I've been friends with for many years, and we're like, okay, this is good timing. You know, this is nice timing. And so, you know, God places you exactly where you were meant to be in Nashville at that time.
Right. And we had to say yes. We had to be paying attention and going, well, this is going to be hard. You know, it doesn't matter if it's hard. It doesn't matter all the hurdles, all the red tape, all the, you know, money, all of that stuff. Just say yes. You know?
The power of yes too. And, you know, when God tells you to say yes, when the coach tells you you're in the game, this is your play, here's your time. Imagine going on the field and being like, nah, coach, I'm good. You have to say yes. And so for you all, and so for everyone who doesn't know who are the Morning Mindset Tribe and perhaps not as familiar with the work that Kim and Brad are doing, the store is a elevated food pantry of sorts for the community to combat insecurity, but it's a store. So you go in and you purchase, well, you literally have this dignified, elevated experience for those who are experiencing food insecurity. So it really supports the community during this time of the pandemic when food insecurity is just at an all-time high. And I just love your heart and your spirit. I totally feel like God was in completely having us be matched.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah, totally, all of it. So I want to thank you. I want to be mindful of time. And so thank you so much, Kim, for joining. Thank you for reading with us. I'm going to send you a copy of the book.
I'll buy it. It's okay.
No. I have these. I have tons of these as gifts, and I actually want to send you something else. And I have to go to mail some things today because my mom is all over me for our sold out candles. So since she's my mom, she's like, so I'm sending you a package. Don't buy it. I'm sending you a package. I'm going to the store today.
Thank you.
Give Brad and the boys my love.
I will. Have a great hike.
Thank you.
Send pictures from your hike. I love your hike pictures.
I love you so much, Kim. Thank you so much.
I love you.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. That was Kim Paisley Williams, one of my darling sister friends. I thank her for joining in from Nashville for her first Morning Mindset and obviously inviting her tribe into our tribal community as well. This was amazing. Hopefully it touched you. We're going to keep it short because it's Saturday. Hopefully this gave you some wind and some energy to go get your errands run. And also to go out into the world and be great. I see you, Cheryl. I see all of my amazing tribe members. I love you so much. KB, Fifi. Kim is the best. So check her out, follow her. Sending you all love for a beautiful Saturday. Just know who your coach is. Be very clear about your choice to win the game of life. Know that the rules of the world are not the rules that apply to your life. You choose and decide those along with the coach, God. So be intentional about that. And also know one of the other things that I loved here is that know that you're set up to win. Like this entire life experience, that God is in your favor and you're meant to win. So guess what? If you believe you can't lose, you won't lose. I'm sending you all love. Hi, Carmen. We definitely need to chat. Hi, Glam Tam. Love you, Tam. Thank you, Dreams. And Cheryl, really good to see you. And I see that you guys are playing for Grandma of 3 PLM, whatever the prayer needs are of you know, whatever the needs were for you all. I am just super, super prayerful that you will all have what you need plus, because we already know that we are meant for abundance. So go be great today on this Saturday. I will see you all back on Monday. I think 5:30 a.m. PST, 8:30 a.m. EST is working, even though I was hella tired last week. But thank you all for joining. Be great, and I'll see you on Monday morning at 5:30. You need a coach. You need a coach. You need a mentor, or you need a coach. Perfect. No, we will definitely talk, Carmen. I'll actually give you a call because your text was definitely spot on. Everyone have a wonderful